You ever notice how the people closest to you can gut you with a single laugh? That's how my story begins. A single, careless laugh that split my life in two. I just earned the kind of promotion you don't stumble into, years of back-breaking shifts at the Millcrest Foundry, night classes when the rest of the crew drown their paychecks in beer, operations lead. My name finally meant something that I thought my wife, Elena, would see it too. That I told her one evening while she scrolled her phone. Great, she murmured, eyes never lifting from the screen. No hug, no kiss, just what's for dinner. A warning I didn't read. A week later, her family hosted dinner. Long table, candles flickering like they knew a storm was coming. Her sister Sierra raised a glass and smirked. Guess they'll hire anyone these days. The room erupted, her parents, the cousins, everyone. Even Elena smiled and no one defended me. Not one. That I swallowed the humiliation like cheap whiskey. That night she texted, "Don't be dramatic." It was a joke, but something heavy shifted inside me. A quiet gear snapped. The next morning I laced up my work boots, but I didn't drive to the plant. I drove south, miles of cracked asphalt until the skyline vanished. I ended up on my brother's porch, a man I hadn't seen since Mom's funeral. He opened the door, bare-chested and startled. "You look like hell," he said. I asked for a beer between long silences. I told him everything, promotion, the insult, the hollow look in Elena's eyes. He listened and finally said, "She doesn't respect you. None of them do." The truth landed like a steel beam across my chest. Back home, Elena moved through the kitchen like nothing had happened. "You good now?" she asked. I didn't answer. Then the signs multiplied. Late-night messages lighting her screen, unexplained cash withdrawals, errands that stretched into hours. One night she claimed she was meeting Sierra for dinner. I followed. She drove to a riverside apartment. Not Sierra's. I sat in the truck 3 hours, watching her shadow behind another man's curtains. When she returned, I asked, "How's Sierra?" She smiled. Annoying as always. Lie smooth as glass. Rage replaced heartbreak. This wasn't just cheating, it was a blueprint. Her phone revealed messages about draining our joint account, about moving in with some guy named Adrian. A hotel keycard under the passenger seat, a note, "Tonight was perfect. Love you." As she didn't bother hiding it. She didn't think she had to. But quiet doesn't mean blind. It means patient. I documented everything. Screenshots, bank statements, call logs. I stored them on a hidden drive and a cloud account under a fake name. Then I visited a lawyer in a cramped office off Market Street. He read the folder, looked up and said, "If you want the ground to open under her feet, we can make that happen. Do it." I whispered. We froze the accounts. Filed for divorce citing financial fraud and dissipation of marital assets. I even preempted the anonymous HR complaint she'd planted. Yes, she tried to paint me unstable, with a detailed counter-report that lined every date and message in black ink. By the time she found the divorce papers on our counter, the trap was sealed. She tried to cry, to spin the story, to bargain. I slid a USB drive across the table. "Everything's on there," I said. "Every lie." Her eyes went cold. She grabbed her keys and left with nothing but her purse and whatever pride she had left. Adrian lost the apartment they'd planned. My job stood stronger than ever. Her family received a neat packet of screenshots and a single line from me. "You toasted the wrong man." Her father left one voicemail. I had no idea. I never called back. Weeks later she texted, "I didn't think you had it in you." I stared at the message, then deleted it. Revenge doesn't taste like victory. It tastes like freedom, like breathing clean air after years of stale rooms. I'm not the quiet man I used to be. I'm the man who finally stopped mistaking endurance for love. So tell me, if you were me, would you have stayed silent? Or would you have lit the match and watched it burn, one careful flame at a time?